Don't feel like watching movies, so I'll watch people guess them instead. I don't know how it goes, I think it starts with your show. Wanna laugh, Valleycast.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to the Valleycast. How long has it been since the three of us have been on together?
4 months.
Has it been? It's
4
been
months.
Yeah, about 4 months.
It was episode 111.
It might actually be it might be like a month.
We've had a lot of guests, a lot of wonderful guests, and a lot of crazy shit going on in life. So we just made it work, and here we are. Now we're making it work together.
And now we're making it work together.
Well,
That's
folks,
my favorite song.
this is the Valleycast. Did we say that already?
I believe
No.
we did.
Not like that.
Do you want to try it?
Try it on. Try it out.
This is the Valleycast.
This is the Valleycast.
Thank you.
It all depends on where you put the emphasis,
Yeah.
right? So we could even put it on this. This is the Valleycast.
I like that better. I mean,
That's
it's more
nice.
showman-y.
That's nice.
Like you're here for something that is momentous. This
Yeah.
is the Valleycast.
Mostly it's just us kind of just like bringing up topics and just shooting the shit. We usually have cool guests on and stuff. But, this time it's just us because sometimes we like to do it and it's just the three of us and we're not playing like interviewers essentially with people and we're just shooting the shit and being conversational and fun and all that good shit.
Yeah, instead of being interviewed, we are being instead of interviewing, we are being interviewed by the prompts from patreon.com/thevalleyfolk,
Right.
which our lovely patrons have provided for us, at least in this particular episode and often many others. I don't know.
I love what you did there. That was
Kinda
great.
fell apart at the end.
Patrons.
That's good. I like that.
But yeah, so let's say thanks to our patrons one more time because you guys get this podcast early and you help us keep the lights on at the Valleyfolk office. And
they help us
even
keep
though
them
no
off.
one's really there. And they help us keep it off, yeah. And locked.
Yep.
But thanks to our patrons, and if you feel like helping us out and contributing to this menagerie of weirdness and fun and all sorts of ridiculous shit, you can go to patreon.com/thevalleyfolk. We're just throwing an ad right up the top. Why not?
Dude,
I can do that if I want.
I like that you did that. And I'm going to jump on top of that and do something we haven't done in a while. A little housekeeping in regards to all of that because there's been some crazy cool things that have happened in our little Valleyfolk community lately. We just did a live stream because we teamed up with headcount.org for headcount.org/thevalleyfolk to get people to register to vote and check their registration status. And because of that, we did a live stream where I sang karaoke publicly, and that was scary at first, but then really fun, and my fears were misplaced. And then Steve released his SourceFed audition on a live stream, and Kevin Plackey jumped on and showed some of his early work, and I showed a privatized Barats and Bereta video from the past. And
then you showed your penis, and we had to kill the stream, and
we
now
had to
we're
kill
in trouble.
the stream.
We're in trouble.
I have nicknamed my phallus the Stream Killer, but that was cool, and so thank you guys for making us do that and participating in democracy. And that live stream VOD is now also available over at patreon.com/thevalleyfolk.
That's
so if that's
right.
something that you're interested in and you want to see Steve's first audition, go check it out. And by the time this comes out, we'll probably be crossing our third threshold, and we get to play God with Elliot's head.
You keep saying
Yeah.
play God. You tweeted that too. I don't know what you mean by that. Because
The world gets to dye your hair.
well,
It's great.
here's the thing. I went back and checked the language used, and when it was the Patreon goal, and it was to get to like 5,000 patrons, it was everyone could decide what color my hair is. But since this is for democracy and in no way
Oh, that's
directly
right.
benefits me, I will be choosing what color to dye my hair.
In no
Well, okay.
way.
Or I'll let somebody else
Okay.
decide.
If
but-
nothing changes in November, Elliot will be just fine.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Or
Just so you guys
I will
know.
be not as good as if the other Patreon goal had been met. I mean, I think all of our lives would be a little bit different had that goal been met. So
Wait, okay.
I see.
okay,
So
well,
Joe was confusing the two different things.
Exactly.
So nobody's choosing your hair color this time around, but you are coloring your hair, and you
Yes,
will dye it.
I am dyeing
and
it.
then,
what are you going to
I don't
dye?
know. I'm not going to tell you.
That's
I'm
what
not
I want.
going to.
Well, you shouldn't say that because I like the idea of us doing a Twitch stream because we've done a Twitch stream for each threshold.
Yeah, I love it.
Goal. And I
That'll be
think what
fun.
we should do is Elliot should reveal his hair color to us live on the stream. So like none of us will see it. Not us, not you, and we'll all see it together at the same time. We'll
I
have
can't
fun
wait.
with it.
It's going to be
Well,
very fun.
I'm excited, and quite honestly, if you go classic 90s surfers blonde and or a stark Archie Andrews red, if you guys need an example
Wow.
of Archie Andrews, I've got a complete collection here. I can show you some pictures. I think it's going to look great because did you see Ian Hecox? He dyed his hair.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I was
you
gonna
know I
say.
don't look
do
at
it.
Ian Hecox. I haven't made eye contact with that man my whole life.
Listen,
He looks like he's a wonderful blonde. That's all
Really?
I'm saying.
Well, okay, but both Ian and Matt now have both the same color blonde hair. So
Matt's blue.
No, Matt did blonde.
And then he swiftly, I think, went blonde to go blue.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, I would suggest against blonde only because I've seen a few of our boy pals do that already. But I don't know. That's up to you though, Elliot.
Oh,
I would stay away from
if
blonde,
that's
though.
the reason, then yeah, I thought maybe the reason would be something more like, Republican.
Right.
Like if I go blonde, I'll just look like a Aryan boy. But
Yeah.
I'm
Well, that
undecided
too.
currently. I am undecided. I don't have it totally nailed down, and I hate it. But I do think it's funny. So it's a great thing, and I'm thanks to everybody for signing up and getting this goal met rather than the one that
But then-
is what I would have wanted
But then we'll be done with our headcount.org thing
forever.
and then we could go on with our lives. But we would really appreciate it because it helps the country, it helps us, it helps all sorts of people, and you get some fun stuff like seeing Elliot with his hair dyed or
Very
Joe
fun.
sang a karaoke, and it's fun shit.
Continued housekeeping in regards to all that is that this will happen over at twitch.tv/the Valleyfolk. So go follow over there. Steve's been doing a bunch of streaming lately. He's setting up a streaming situation.
That's right.
And
We're
putting some investment
upgrading.
in it. Yep. So we're doing a lot of stuff. We're doing it everywhere. We've got this awesome Kickstarter coming up.
November 13th.
in, November
13th.
November 13th is the target to
Launch date.
Launch a freaking card game. And Elliot's got the prototypes coming his way. We're going to share those with some fellow boys that may or may not have dyed their hair and others that have been on the show, so they can play around with them. And then we'll probably show off some of the cards on Patreon, so patreon.com/thevalleyfolk before we launch it. But we're excited. We're trying things, diversifying.
And Steve said that if we meet our Kickstarter goal on night 1, he would dye his hair blonde.
He did say that.
Well, I dare you to find where I said that.
I dare you.
I dare you.
That's the best response
Yeah.
to anything like that. I dare you.
I just dare
when
you.
I said that.
All right. Well, if there is no more housekeeping, I'd like to move on and talk a little bit about something with you boys.
Yes.
You good? Okay. So I have been playing a lot of games, video games, and streaming them. And the boys and I have been playing Fall Guys quite a bit, as a lot of you know. We play it
great.
all
We
the time.
Shouldn't play any other games. It's great.
I got to a point with Fall Guys where it just got so frustratingly hard, and then it stopped being fun. And there's just so many glitches, and there's all these, connection issues. Every time we join in with a party with our friends, there's inevitably someone gets kicked out for a second, and then we gotta go back and wait, and we gotta restart our whole game. We just keep having all these
Just sounds like a
issues.
challenge. Just sounds like
just-
it's a challenge. It's
I
part of
just
the game.
get
It's
to a
challenge.
point-
Feels good.
I got to a point with Fall Guys where I was like, I don't think I can play as long as I've played for and still get enjoyment out of it, even when I'm playing with my friends. So anyway, we've been doing that, and then we've been trying to do a little bit of Among Us, which we did the other day on the Twitch stream, which Elliot, we got to get you in on because
Great.
Among Us is so much fun and ridiculous.
I do want to play it, yeah. I don't have the system, or I have the phone. I have phone.
So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Greg Miller, Game Over Greggy.
Lip Sync Battle
he's
pre-shows, Greg Miller? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm familiar.
So Greg Miller and I are pals, and I'm sure you guys are acquainted, and Elliot, sounds like you're acquainted.
I mean, I thought
Yeah.
it could be making a reference to his...
Yeah, you know how sometimes you...
Do you know something we
Banana
need?
plus banana equals banana.
And he's a huge Ghostbusters fan. And he and I really connect on a Ghostbusters fandom level that that is really, like, you know, we just share the same love of Ghostbusters. And he's got his own replica proton pack, and I've got my own replica proton pack, and you know, whatever. We're just big dumb Ghostbuster nerds.
I was
So,
once on a
anyway.
horse-drawn buggy with Greg Miller riding around Central Park, and he pointed out the Ghostbusters placed in me, so I can verify this
there you
is
go.
true.
So he's a big Ghostbusters nerd. So anyway, the other day I saw him tweet, like a few weeks ago, and he said, apparently there are Ghostbusters features coming to the popular video game called Fortnite.
Ghostbusters.
Now, Fortnite is similar to Fall Guys in the sense that it's a battle royale thing where everybody's trying to win and everybody's against each other, and sometimes you have teams and sometimes you don't, and it's all cartoony and shit. And look, I had never played the fucking game in my life, okay? And I stayed away from it because I don't really like shooters. And I don't like online shooters either because they're so competitive and people get so good so fast. And it's kind of like, I just don't
Like Fall
want it.
Guys.
I don't want that in my life. I like being casual. I like playing Fall Guys with my friends and not taking it too seriously.
Me too.
Inevitably, that goes too far and then it gets frustrating and bad. So anyway, all these games kind of, you know, they wear out their welcome a little bit. So Greg tweeted that Fortnite might get Ghostbusters stuff a few weeks ago, and I was like, holy shit, what does that mean? Because I love the Ghostbusters, and I have the Ghostbusters video game, I have the movies, and have you guys played the Ghostbusters video game?
Yeah,
Joe?
they're fun.
You played it? All right, Elliot,
cute.
you didn't?
No, but I have
I
played
know
the
you never.
Ghostbusters slot machines in Vegas. And
Dude.
have you played them? It's the best slot machine I've ever seen.
incredible.
Yeah.
What does
Yeah.
it do? I want to hear more about
It's
the Ghostbusters
3D.
slot machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, without 3D glasses.
Yeah.
It's
What?
3D technology, yeah. I think the way it works is there's like a bunch of
Actual
different...
ghosts in it.
Yes, magic.
Let's go sit in. There's like a bunch of different screens all layered together, and each screen can like project its own thing.
It's crazy.
And so it looks like everything's 3D. It's
Then
incredible.
you poke like the air. You'll like hit the air.
Yes.
But anyway, that's
and you could feel the you can feel your hand react to touching the air
Yep.
somehow.
plus the sound is more. It's truly
Yeah.
the best slot machine that is in
Okay.
existence.
It's incredible. I
don't-
wasted a lot of money on
Yeah.
that.
I don't want to gloss over this part of the conversation. I know you guys want to and get back to the other thing, but like, what happens in the slot machine if you win? What does it do?
Dude,
what does it?
It's
it
wonderful.
rewards you so nice.
It's wonderful.
It gives you like one time I put like a $20 bill in and I was just like, fuck it. I did highest bet you could possibly do, roll the dice and like press the button, and it just goes and goes and goes, and then all of a sudden the Ghostbusters music's playing, and then Slimer flies out from the top of the screen down to where you are and flies out in front of you and goes, yeah!
Yep.
And you're like, what the fuck? And then it's like, you just won $500.
Sometimes
and the
Slimer-
whole thing goes, eh.
Yeah, Slimer will fly down and mess up the numbers as you're doing it so that you win more money. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh my!
And then you go into
God.
these bonus rounds where like you just make more
Yep.
money, and that's where you want to go. You want to go to those
gotta get the bonus
bonus rounds. So anyway, long story short, Fortnite announced like 3 days ago that they were adding Ghostbusters shit into the game, and I was like, how much is Fortnite? And everyone was like, it's free.
Hey, Steve,
I was like,
it's free.
hey, Steve, it's free. And
God
so
damn it.
I downloaded Fortnite. I went to the, and then I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't understand it at all. And then I went to their little shop, and it was like, you can pay $20 real and get like all the Ghostbusters stuff. And I was like, that sounds like a good deal. So I put $20 into this free game.
And Slimer came out, and everything started going crazy.
Slimer came out, and he sucked my dick. It was great.
Just like the slot machine. That's why it's called the slot machine.
Just like the slot machine. So anyway, so I started playing it, and now I'm like hooked.
I hate it so much.
Hooked. But the only reason why you hate it, Joe, is because your kids are hooked to Fortnite.
Yeah.
And if they weren't, I think you'd be on the same page as us.
I think you need to know that our friendship and our stream ships were a reprieve from the hell that I have to endure every day. Every day, Steve. And now, and I'm at the point in my house, he's doing it right now. I'm at a point in my place, pooping constantly, that I have to, like, I'm the dad that has to throttle back the access to the game because it's an obsession now. Like, I have to be like, it's now like you're reading 2 books, you're drawing some pictures, and you're playing with your actual toys for an hour before you can play it for 4 hours straight again. And I can't go do that to him and then go, now it's daddy's time to work, and then go and do Fortnite with you guys. You've ruined my life, Steve.
Yeah, but weren't you doing
I think
that
we all
when
know
you
it's
were
the
his
kids
age?
that ruined your life, Joe.
Weren't you doing that at that age too?
To a point.
Like with Super Mario Brothers and shit?
But the difference is that I grew up in Montana and we could go outside, and now we are in quarantine and can't go outside. And so it's like I have to bust it up a little bit. At the end of the day, it's good because he gets to hang out with some friends and stuff. I just want to get my little vent out. I'm sure I'll play with you assholes. I'm sure I'll come closer with my kids because they'll play with us too, and it'll be great.
I just know that it's like Fortnite is this like super cringy gamer thing that like a lot of people have negative opinions about, and like a lot of people make fun of it because it's like one of the most popular games that exists. But the reason why it's so popular is because it's fucking free. You don't have to buy anything. You can, but it is free, and that's like priceless to parents that are like, I need my kid to shut their mouth for 3 hours. Let me get them this free fucking game. But for me, it's like, dude, I smoke like an entire joint. I party up with Mike Falzone. We jump in, and we're just like, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy over here. I'm gonna go get that. Now I'm gonna go search this house for presents and shit. And the thing is like, it becomes addicting because it's so fast paced, and it's like you get like rewarded for like digging around into shit and finding like treasures, and you're like, oh, this gun's even better than that gun, and it's all cartoony and shit, which is right up my fucking alley, dude. That's why I don't play Call of Duty. I don't play any of those like army games really, because they just look like real army dudes with like real rifles and shit, and it's like that's of no interest to me. But if you put like Ghostbusters costumes on them and they look all cartoony with big eyes and shit, and like they're all whoa and they do dance moves and shit, like I'm all about it. I'm in.
It's a fun game. I concede, like, and what the Fortnite team has done is they're so good at staying like on the cultural tip. They know what the zeitgeist is. If there's a TikTok dance that's exploding, they're putting it in the game. They've done deals with Marvel and DC, and they bring those characters in. Like, they're very good at riding the cultural bandwagon and making it fun. They're good at what they do.
You know what it's kind of like, Elliot? Because I know you're like, what the fuck even is this?
I've heard the word. Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know what it looks like. Right. And I was with you. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know what it looked like. I didn't know how to play it. I knew the name, and that's it. But it's like, did you ever see Ready Player One?
I didn't see it. I know what it is.
You didn't see it? Okay. Well, I thought this is where I was going to connect.
But like, it collects elements from other IP that makes it more fun and colorful and relevant.
Yeah, because in Ready Player One, it's like everybody puts on their headsets, and then you can be anything you want. You could be the Noid. You could be.
It's
a Teenage Mutant
Oculus.
Ninja Turtle.
It's Oculus Rift the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Wait.
well,
In the
that's
future.
that's what Ready Player One is. But
Yeah. Meets the
Fortnite
Matrix.
is like, dude, you can find Iron Man in the game, and he's not an online player. He's just hanging out at Stark Tower or whatever.
And you can fuck him.
You can fuck him, yeah, if you want. You can kill him. You can kill Iron Man, and then you could take Iron Man's powers, and then you could fly around like Iron Man. And you can do that with like any like.
But isn't
like,
everyone going to be
property.
trying to do that at the same time?
Yeah, but I think that the map is so big that you can kind of like, some people are over that. Oh, I don't want to be Iron Man anymore. Now I want to be Doctor Doom or whatever. And people go battle Doctor Doom.
That's
and
fun.
Shit. It's really just like, it's madness. And the reason why I'm enjoying it more right now than Fall Guys is because you really get together in a team and you really work together. And then if you win together, then you really feel like you all work together and you did it together. In Fall Guys, it's like one person wins no matter what. And that's kind of got old for me, I guess. I don't
It's
know.
rewarding.
Yeah.
Jax, I've got a. Oh, go ahead, Elliot. Go ahead.
Oh, what?
Oh, is Jackson going to tell us about Fortnite?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say I have an expert. And I just
An
if you
exclusive
guys want
interview?
to dive a
Yeah,
little
let's
bit.
cut to that.
Please.
Jackson.
Guys, we have an exclusive, everybody.
Come here,
Please
He's coming.
share this with your friends. It's an exclusive.
Jackson, we're having a conversation about Fortnite.
He's entering the frame,
Here.
and he's not wearing a mask. He's not wearing a mask. Just write it down. He's not wearing a mask.
Yeah.
They're not socially
Jackson.
distanced.
Ask you questions about Fortnite, but I'll ask you the first one. What makes Fortnite so good, and why do you like it so much?
The avatars.
The avatars?
James Cameron,
Like what?
The Marvel superheroes.
Iron Man.
Which one do you have?
I have all of them.
Oh.
Ever heard of that,
Oh.
Steve? Ever heard of all of them?
My favorites are She-Hulk and Wolverine.
Yeah. See, I'm a Ghostbuster. I have the Ghostbusters costume. So I've got like a Ghostbuster outfit and the proton pack and stuff.
Did you get it?
No.
You didn't get the Ghostbusters?
Oh, I got a Ghostbuster skin.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got a Ghostbusters skin.
Boy or girl.
Yeah. Oh, girl. Sorry, I thought you said way to go. Way to go. Yeah, no, girl. I'm a girl Ghostbuster.
Having someone go boy or girl and Steve go, yeah, is a very
Yeah, both.
right on.
I got the boy one.
Jax, do you have a group of people you play with?
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool. Dude, I think
This 42-year-old man from Ohio. We're not we don't really know him too well, but we just make sure we monitor it.
Oh,
Lying.
no. He sends letters and packages. It's really nice. Jackson, why does your dad not like Fortnite?
Because of the killing.
Oh, yeah. That could get out of hand. It is a lot of just straight up murder in the head and stuff.
I try to make sure that he uses language that isn't necessarily like, "Hey, let's go kill that guy." It's, "Let's go beat that."
Let's
guy.
go pretend
that's
to
good.
kill that guy.
Difference is that we're
in this-
we're not really experiencing the true weight of that word when he uses it so liberally. And I am trying to teach him that that's a finite type of situation with that word, but there's respawning, so it's different, and we're trying to make sure that he understands the difference. Jack, what are some tips that you can give Steve?
Please
who's
give me
just
some
now
tips.
starting to play Fortnite. How can he be good at it? What should he do?
There's these things that drop from the sky and land. So if you see blue smoke, you can get a superhero power from those.
Whoa. That's where you get the superhero powers? Other than
Yes.
beating them.
The ones that you have to beat is a Wolverine, Iron Man, and Doctor Doom.
Okay. And then the other ones, you can only get them in the drops?
But except for Mystique. Mystique
I gotta
doesn't
write
have a
this
power.
down. Elliot, can you transcribe this and text it to me?
I already have the program up and running. Yeah, I have it here.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the yellow guns and purple guns are the best guns that you can get.
And is blue better than green?
gray is the least, then green, then blue, then purple.
Okay,
then,
blue's better than green. Okay, got it. Hell
and
yeah.
then it's yellow.
Does your dad? Can you play together? Not online? Like, can you play on the couch together?
Yeah.
Oh,
I play on PlayStation. My sister plays on Switch.
dude. So Joe, you and Jackson can join like me and Mike, and we can all be like a crew. And you can
Absolutely not.
And that's that. Thank you so much. And that's Jackson
Lion.
Jackson, should we start?
Dude,
a
that's what
faction
your
with
that's all your
Steve
son
and Mike?
wants is to have fun
with his father and his father's
father.
old friends.
Yeah, and teach
Yeah,
his
we'll do
father's
it.
old
All right,
friends
Is there any
how
other
to play.
things that you want to say, or do you guys have any other questions for Jackson before he goes back and plays Fortnite?
Oh, I've got a question for Jackson, and then Elliot, you can have a
I
question.
have
if
something
you've
for
got
Jackson,
one.
yeah.
Okay, Jackson, what is a skin that you want in Fortnite that doesn't exist yet? Like, what is the one you want so bad, but you can't get it in the game?
Any character.
Any
ever.
character.
I kind of want a Magneto skin.
Yeah, there isn't a Magneto?
No, but there is a Daredevil.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
What about from other like television shows that you love? What would be cool to see in Fortnite?
A rescue bot.
A Transformers.
I mean, that's a great choice, yeah.
Transformers would be cool, yeah. Nice.
Oh,
All right.
From Stranger Things, Hopper and Demogorgon are gonna come in
What?
in 11 days.
What?
For those listening, Steve just did a crash zoom on his own
Elliot,
face.
do you have any last questions? It doesn't even have to be Fortnite.
Yeah,
related. You can ask Jackson.
Jackson, we just have to have a word from our sponsors. Can you say, and now a word from our sponsors?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ad read portion of the podcast. These people help support us, so support them by hitting all these links that we're going to shout out. So let's start off with Stamps.com. This holiday season, more people will be mailing stuff than ever before. That means the post office is going to be busy. You don't have time for that. Nobody has time for that. Stamps.com brings the post office and now, UPS shipping right to your computer. Mail and ship anything from the convenience of your home or office. That is convenience, is what I say to the sentence that said from the convenience of your home or office. With Stamps.com, anything you can do at the post office, you can do with just a few clicks. Plus, Stamps.com saves you money with deep discounts that you can't even get at the post office. Deep discounts. Stamps.com brings the services of the U.S. Postal Service and UPS right to your computer. Stamps.com is a must-have for any business, and that's true. We use it here at the Valleyfolk. It's been incredibly helpful, and personally, I've used it in my personal times at my place. So that's a 2-for-1. Whether you're a small office sending out invoices, an online seller fulfilling orders during this record-setting holiday season, or even a giant warehouse sending thousands of packages a day, Stamps.com can handle it with ease. Simply use your computer to print official U.S. postage 24/7 for any letter, any package, any class of mail, anywhere you'll want to send it. Once your mail is ready, just schedule a pickup to drop or drop it off. It's that simple. With Stamps.com, you get 5 cents off every first-class stamp and up to 40% off priority mail and up to 62% off UPS shipping rates. That's the type of discounts that add up over time. Not to mention, it's a fraction of the cost of those expensive postage meters. Stamps.com is a no-brainer, saving you time and money. It's no wonder over 900,000 small businesses already use Stamps.com. So, don't spend a minute of your holiday season at the post office this year, everybody. Sign up for Stamps.com instead. Get a gift for yourself this holiday season, is what we're saying. There's no risk, and with our promo code Valleycast, Valleycast, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. This is a gift that keeps on giving, baby. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in Valleycast. That's Stamps.com. Enter Valleycast. Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again. All right, guys. Number 2, I want to talk to you about features. We're talking socks, and specifically in this moment, I'm going to talk about golf socks. Another golf-themed novelty item ain't just going to cut it this upcoming holiday season, y'all. Get the golfer in your life something that will make a difference they can use in their game and feel on their feet. Giving socks as a gift is not a joke, especially if they're good socks. And Features has engineered a sock specifically tailored for the links. Runners worldwide have already made Features their sock of choice, and now you can get the same benefits specially tailored for the golf course. Their elite golf sock keeps feet they keep feet cool, dry, and blister-free, while providing a custom-like fit that won't bunch or slip during your backswing. Now, I've golfed a little bit in my life, so if these are anything like the socks from Features that I wear when I'm not golfing, then they're going to be perfect. These things are dang comfortable, and I love them. And they're like little hugs for the lower extremities of my body. They're kind of like walking on little pillows or like clouds that you have somehow taken from the sky and engineered to wrap around your feet. And I imagine that walking along the golf course, it's like being on cloud 9. These socks are like being on cloud 9. I want to replace any other previously store-bought sock with the Features that I get in the mail. Great little gifts to myself. I love it so dang much. Features help you achieve your best every day. Now on the golf course too. Zone-specific compression gives you targeted support and keeps socks from slipping or bunching at the heel or worse, sliding into your shoe. It's true! I'm not just reading it. I love these things. Each pair of Features are made with an anatomical design that comforts to the left and right foot for a molded fit that prevents blisters. Features helps you push your game further without wearing down your feet. It's a lifetime guarantee. Features are so durable and long-lasting that if you're unsatisfied at any point, they'll give you a replacement pair. No questions asked. Any situation that has no questions asked is good for you. Features is a proud family-owned business. Hugh Gaither founded the company in 2002, and now he and his sons, John and Joe, own and operate the company in North Carolina. Their mission? To create products that help you achieve your personal best. So, Features socks will change how you feel about socks forever. It's true. And you can get $10 off your first pair of Features when you use the code Valleycast at features.com. That's FEETURES.com. Promo code Valleycast for $10 off your first pair of Features. Enjoy that pleasant foot love from the Valleyfolk. Oh, baby, from the feet to the booty, let's talk about MeUndies. MeUndies believes that comfort is about more than what's touching your skin. It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin. Keyword your, not someone else's. This isn't a Michael Myers' movie. But it is almost Halloween, which means you can now match your undies to the spookiest season of all time. MeUndies just launched 3 new Halloween prints. So whether you're into cats, blood, or skeletons, or all 3, they got something right up your haunted alley. Personally, we here at the Valleyfolk, you know we love MeUndies. We've been rocking them forever. And the day that all of the other undies in my underwear drawer were replaced by MeUndies was the day that I moved my wedding anniversary. That's the day we celebrate that now because it means the most to me. MeUndies undies grow on trees. No, seriously, they're made from irresistibly soft, natural fibers sourced from beechwood trees. And you know what natural fibers means, right? That their micromodal is not only super soft, but breathable, light, and impossibly cozy. That's some serious comfort, and everything MeUndies does is to help you, the one wearing them, feel truly comfortable from head to toe, from outside to in. And you can do from head to toe because they got onesies, and they got shirts, and they got great pants. It's more than just undies over there. Never run out of undies with the MeUndies membership, a subscription that sends new pairs right to your door, because who, not you, really wants to grab that questionable 6-pack of underwear at your local drugstore? Plus, you get site-wide savings and exclusive sales. So, MeUndies has a great offer for our listeners, and for any first-time purchasers, you get 15% off and free shipping! Free shipping! MeUndies also has their problem-free philosophy. If you're not satisfied with any product for any reason, they'll refund or exchange it. No caveats, no questions. And this read allowed me to say caveats, which is such a fun word, so thank you, MeUndies, for that. To get your 15% off your first order and free shipping, go to MeUndies.com/Valley. That's MeUndies.com/Valley. We stand behind them 100%. Give them a shot. Great for the holiday season. And now, back to the podcast.
There it is.
That's perfect.
There you go. And he growled at you. Great. All right. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Well, folks, you heard it from Jack. Do you want me to go to the ads? Do you want me to do one?
Yeah,
That was fun.
that was great.
All right.
Yeah. Joe, I love how much you hate that I'm into Fortnite. I love it.
It's fine.
I mean,
I'll
I'm
get
gonna be
over it.
over it in like a few days. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna get deep into this thing.
I just like the progression because I'm assuming in 6 months Steve's going to be playing Call of Duty and like all the army things, and it's
Dude,
going to be
here's
a
my
whole
Fortnite
thing. It's like
tattoo.
I get a lot of people don't like because it's war and it's this.
He's going to get so into it that he's going to come on to one of these podcasts in like a few months, maybe 6 months from now, and he's going to come on and be like, guys, I gotta vent about something. I just gotta say, I tried to sign up for the U.S. Army. They wouldn't take me. They said I was too old and wasn't
and
capable.
I showed them my level on Fortnite, and I showed them my stats, and they were like, "That's not real life."
I just want to go to war.
Yeah, I will say though, like once this computer setup is all done and ready, I'm probably gonna dive into like other like popular franchises and stuff. But like, I trust me, I've never liked like the Call of Duty Rainbow Six games ever. My brother always liked them. My brother always had them, and in fact, I never even played World of Warcraft back in the day, as much as I love games and computer shit. And my
that's a
brother was
world.
obsessed with it to the point where he was like, I will build you a machine and pay for your World of Warcraft subscription if you join me and play with me. And I was like, nah.
No.
I'm not going to play that shit.
I don't know if you saw the response to that tweet because I saw Steve go. He saw Greg Miller's tweet and then he was like, "Ghostbusters, I'm gonna get it." And I saw that he tweeted that, so I responded that I once told Steve I had a Ghostbusters thing, and he gave me his bank account number, like just because it's fucking Ghostbusters.
Because it's Ghostbusters. And then someone was like, yeah, that tracks. Or I think Ryan said that's Steve's, what did he say it was? I can't remember. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm a
Anyways.
sucker for Ghostbusters shit. Nostalgia, man. I'm trying to zero in on, like, why nostalgia is such a strong fucking thing that, like, pulls you in. And I guess it's because we just miss being kids, right? Like, we just miss being young and those good times of being... of when those things were nostalgic. The nostalgia is because we want to go back to that.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You know, I think that's paired with like rose tinted glasses as
Sure,
well
sure.
when you look back, because I think like when you immediately leave something that is borderline traumatic or had traumatic pieces of it, you leave it and maybe for a while there you think it's like it's not something I ever want to go back to, or there's but over time I think the things that are truly good about every situation, childhood on, former jobs, all that stuff, you start to be like only really caring about the things that were pleasant about it. And
Right.
I think when it comes to childhood, when it comes to all that, it felt carefree because it relatively was in a lot of ways, and you
Yeah.
didn't have the adult responsibilities and stuff. But you're not going to necessarily latch on to all the darkness because
No.
fuck that.
Although, but like, I get told a lot that a lot of the things that I get nostalgic for are like kind of dark things. Like, you know, like this gremlin I have over here in this fucking corner. You know, it's like, this thing just sits in my house. It's like a full-size gremlin. And
But
it's
that
like,
thing brought you joy.
Totally.
like,
but it's like,
yeah.
it comes from a place of like, these are
It's a
monsters
sex gremlin,
that
everybody.
will kill you. And it's like, when Alana walks around the house, who's like, she'll be like, why is that guy like gotta look at me like that? You know? And it's like, what is the core of nostalgia? Is it just something that I loved as a kid that I want to extend into my adulthood?
Desire to return to a place of safety. It's the womb of the mother.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah,
There it
yeah,
is.
exactly. And I wonder if that's truly the core of it, because then it's just like, oh shit, then I'm not obsessed with nostalgia. I'm obsessed with a time in my life where things were protected and good and
Yep.
and I didn't know about politics or care about, you know, medical things or like potential
Yes.
scary shit. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But if that's the true core of nostalgia, then that's really sad. That's really sad.
Yeah. If you're attached too much and only find happiness in the things of the past, that is definitely a recipe for
I
a
guess not.
depression cake that you don't want to eat.
Okay, so there's the positive part. It's like it's not where I find all of my happiness. Like I can find happiness in modern things and being an adult and the freedom of being able to be like, I'm gonna get in my car and drive to fucking Utah, you know, like those are things I couldn't
Steve,
do
always driving to
Every
Utah.
day. Dude, he loves it.
It's like constant.
Zaragoza and Utah,
just-
man. You cannot
Somebody
pick
told
one out of the other.
Somebody told Steve that Ghostbusters were in Utah.
that they're looking for to hire some Ghostbusters in Utah. All right, well, enough of my dumb nerdy shit. You guys talk about some shit.
I got a question, and Elliot, let me know if we're not allowed to talk about it. But it's been so long, and I'm actually fascinated about it. You moved. I want to talk about that and what that process was like for you.
Yes. No, yeah, we can talk about it. I mean, I don't know if it's very interesting, but it's been lovely.
I just remember it being a nightmare. It's been a while since I've had to do it, but like you had to go through your stuff and take account and like figure out how to get it from A to B, and that's such a bitch.
It was a bitch. Yeah, I mean, we did the movers thing, and there were 4 of them, and they showed up and took everything with a lightning fast efficiency and dedication, and they took better care of my belongings than I myself have ever taken care of anything. And that part was really nice, but we're also now trying to fix up the old place and get that ready to get rid of. And so it's a lot of like plumbers and stagers and burn downs and handymen, and then getting this place kind of figured out and unpacked. So it's just a bunch of noise, but it's all really nice. It's very fun, and it feels very symbolic of a nice fresh start. So it's a good time. I'm scripted.
What were your emotionals? yeah, I know. That was your me undies
Yeah.
read.
And if you'd like 20% off on your next move, you can go to Zillow.com.
Where were your guys' emotions during it all? Because I've been trying to find a way or a reason to kind of we were outgrowing the place that we're living, and there's a part of me that's like, I don't want to be here anymore. We've been here for so long. But then when I go down the mental route of maybe starting to take some steps and envision getting out of here, I start to get pretty like emotional and nostalgic. Like this little apartment that we live in has been my kids' everything.
That's tough.
So, like, this is what they know. And I was just like, oh wait, there's so many memories that we would be saying goodbye to. And I start to get a little sad. So I'm balancing the sadness with the excitement.
I associate your place with you a lot. It makes sense. You've been in that place longer, I think, than I've lived in any place in LA combined, I think. Like, you've been there for how long? How long have you been in that?
Like 11 years.
That's
I
longer
think.
than I've lived anywhere in my whole life. That's
Well,
truly, I've never lived anywhere for 11 years.
I lived in my home in Oxnard for like 24 years.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
The nomadic
Yeah.
thing or the kind
Yeah.
of staying stuck. Because I mean, I feel like I've moved a fair amount, but we kept talking to each other the whole time. We've been like, are you feeling like as significant as they say you're supposed to feel? And both of us were just kind of like, this feels very normal and chill, but also very surreal. Like, we weren't being super emotionally impacted. The only time I think that either of us have been a little bummed is when we realized at one point that Goose was unaware that she was going to boarding to then come home to a different place. Like, she didn't or hasn't. She's still there because we got people coming out back and forth. But yeah, so besides that, though, it's been very I think it's just a sign of the times. We're just like, okay, we're doing this. All right.
Yeah.
Let's just we're putting our head down and getting it done, and then when it's over, like last night, we were like, oh my god, this is amazing, and we kind of didn't think about it because our heads were so concerned with just the move, which is grandiose. It feels like we might be adults, like we might be handling it like in an adult way.
It's a big step.
It feels that way. It feels very nice. It feels like like I was saying, a fresh beginning, but yeah, it's cool. I want to have you guys over. It's very nice, and it's very private, which is my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah, that's good. Privacy's nice.
It's real cool, yeah. So it's been nice. But yeah, Joe, I mean, you should look around for sure, because I think the change of scenery is just in this day, it's been like, oh my God, this is so nice.
Yeah, you probably feel like the problem with this quarantine and pandemic and fucking 2020 in general is that everybody it feels you're just so stationary and stuck. Like, you're feeling what an exciting juice that you're drinking and being able to like feel like you're doing something and moving forward and not just waiting for something to fucking end.
Exactly. It's a nice weight lifted. So, but I also know that you have 2 kids, and that makes it moving a little bit more difficult.
Well, It also means that I only have to hire 2 movers out of the 4, and they can handle a lot of
Or
it.
just throw
man,
everything
yeah.
away. Just throw.
Have kids, so that you can have them do all the labor.
All
when
the
you-
work.
Wow, that's
Can
really,
Jackson
that's really
do stuff yet? Is he
smart.
at the age where he's like really able to kind of like
Absolutely not. He's worth
Hayden though? Hayden can help.
Do you think
She
he'll
can
be at a
earn
place
her
where
keep.
he'll do the? Yeah, Hayden can do it.
Yeah, but you got to hear about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
there's some tude there for sure.
Get her on. Let's do an
project
interview with her. I want
ourselves-
to talk to her about Fortnite.
Let's talk to her about Fortnite.
Oh, I can
No.
do it. I almost did it for the bit.
She would
I want to imagine being Goose. The Goose part of the equation is so funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Funnier than.
You're gonna blow that dog's mind.
Yeah.
and
No. And
it's
she's
only a slight afterthought.
she's a cartoon.
Yeah, you
of
don't
a
really
dog.
think about how dogs like, if their change of scenery is also kind of like affected, affects them, But we don't know how.
We just project.
You just gotta get.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
probably gonna walk in and be like, "All right, okay, I pee here.
That's the thing.
There's
It's like
my
some
bed."
dogs will just do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Or she'll let
I
us
remember
know.
when Riggs came to my apartment for the first time when Bree and I were dating, she like instantly went to like a corner and just like pissed all over the rug.
Perfect. Yeah. This is yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, that's what Owen did when he first came in too.
Twice.
Twice, yeah. He was like, this one's my room.
Did you guys find any like gross, unseen secrets that you guys were like, oh, that peanut butter and jelly sandwich was back there for
Oh
way
yeah.
too
Yeah.
long?
No, I cleaned out our food pantry and was like, "We're children. This is children." I found like an old sweet tart, like an old sour sweet tart, and I was like, I know when I got this, and I remember eating it. And there's like Oreo. It's disgusting. So it was a good wake up call to be like, maybe we should buy some lettuce or something.
Honey, should we throw out all these Lucky Charms boxes or should we just get new ones when we move into the new place?
Yeah, that's literally literally that. We were like bags of cheap. We took our bag of Cool Ranch Doritos because that was one of our meals during the whole thing. It's very fun.
Yeah, you got it. No, but no milk up in the ceiling or anything like that.
Not that I know of, but we'll see.
Not yet.
Don't look in the ceiling at the office next time we're all back in there.
Maybe there'll be some housewarming milk coming
Who
your
knows?
way.
We can only imagine. We can only hope. But yeah, no, it's fun. Now I have diarrhea, or I shouldn't have shared that. I shared that part right out of the gate. That wasn't something I told that to see before we started recording. But I woke up this morning. I was like, I don't think I'm stressed, and then I've just been on the toilet like 4 times. So I was like, all right, cool. So it's
I'm a
catching
little
up. Yeah.
stressed.
Could have been
Steve,
the
you got
Doritos
some-
too, though.
Yeah,
It could have been all the that old sour sweet tart.
I could
you
trace it back
that
to
sting-
yeah.
God, I don't know how old it is, but I want it so
It
bad.
just still feels. It's nostalgic, and it makes me feel safe. And I
matter.
don't know if that's sad or what.
Dude,
I didn't buy this to throw it away.
Yep.
Yomp, in my mouth.
You know what, Joe? I relate to the because my apartment, I've been here for like 5 years or something. So like I also feel like if I ever had to like pack this place up and go, I would have like an emotional reaction to that. Because
Especially in the
because I didn't move
quarantine,
around a
yeah.
lot when I was a kid. Yeah, and especially during a quarantine. Yeah, but it's like there's just so many memories here. Like I really associate a lot of like memories with like physical shit. It's hard for me to let go of
So
lot
many
of stuff.
murders.
So many murders. Yeah.
Murders.
So many nightmares.
All right. Let's do some
Let's do
Patreon,
some Patreon
things. Let's do some prompts,
some
baby.
prompts,
Let's
baby.
do prompts from our
Let's do it.
patrons. What'd you find today? Can you plug that back in?
I found a real quick nerdy one that I liked that we could just gloss through really quickly. But there was one that was, I don't even see it anymore, but it was basically, it was like fuck, marry, kill, board games, computers, or console games. So it was like or console systems.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So board games, computer games, or consoles?
Yes. I don't know why I can't find it anymore for some reason. Because it's load more comments. There we go. Okay, so yeah, America. America says fuck, marry, kill, PC gaming, console gaming, and board gaming. And I think, so I thought about this. I'll give you guys a second. I think mine is, very quickly,
I know what mine is.
I think it's kill PC gaming because it's so intense. I know this is going to be really ridiculous. It's too intense. A lot of technical things that are required to get PCs to work right, and they're insane. And it's way too much money, and it's ridiculous. It's overkill. I'd say fuck console gaming because it's always good for a quick good time. And they catch up to PC gaming at some point anyway, so that we don't need it. And marry board
and every
games.
single console, actually, nobody really knows it, but on the back side of it, when you plug it in, there's also
genitals.
There's genitals. And
There
you're
are
allowed
genitals.
Yeah.
And you don't know. You got to turn it over to see what it is.
Yeah.
But and marry board gaming because board games forever will always be a comforting, easy thing to do with friends or family.
Yep.
There's always a board game for everybody, and I think there's a good relationship there.
Love it.
Elliot, would you like to respond?
My answer is exactly the same for similar reasons. I would also add that board games, like nostalgia, because they're so long-lasting, give you a sense of sort of security and safety, like some people say about monogamy, as opposed to the effing, which I, in my experience with console...
Monogamy is my favorite Parker's Brothers.
Exactly, it's so good, yeah.
Everybody hates playing monogamy.
Yeah, it lasts too long.
And that's just what you'll get here when you
And
become a
that's just
patron
it.
of the Valleyfolk.
Hey, we got ourselves a joke 45 minutes in. So I agree entirely with
We
what
did it. Let's wrap it up.
with what Steve
Let's wrap
said.
it up. It's not. It can't get any better.
You guys, I mean, I'm on the same path, and it's very similar reasons as well. I feel like I'm getting my nostalgic fix with my console gaming, so I don't need PC gaming at all in that respect, even if I was a PC gamer. But then board games, it's everything that you guys said, and then also, as fun as much of a video gamesman as I am, it's typically a solitary endeavor. There's moments where you are connecting with friends and whether in person or online, and that's great. But I would contend that the greatest console gaming community experience is nowhere near even the top 20 greatest in-person board game experiences you've had with family or friends. The connection, the time, the laughs, the emotion connected with it. Like communal board gaming from when we were kids to some of the best experiences now with friends. It's like it destroys video games quite honestly.
And it's like, imagine you're hanging out with your friends on a Friday night and you're like, you know what? I enjoy entertainment and I enjoy games. I enjoy board games. Let me grab this pack of cards called Movie Game. Now, Movie Game is an excellent example of kind of a board game that you can learn more. I'll tell you, Steve. You'll learn more about it at kickstarter.com on November 13th when the Kickstarter launches from your friends at the Valleyfolk.
Ooh, it's good.
And there's you know what though, Joe, you really did complicate the decision a bit more with your
What? How? What?
Well, because I just think now I'm between consoles and board games because it's like don't tabletop games are also technically board games?
Yeah. For this question, for the means of what we are engaging in right now, yes.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've never had an experience like I've had in the individual world-building stories of a video game with a board game. You're right. I've never had that.
Have you ever gotten Boardwalk
in the
and monogamy?
In the Marry Fuck Kill scenario, is fuck just like a one and done and then they're out, or is fuck something you come back to fuck sometime?
It's just you have more of an emotional connection to the marrying. It's the thing that you're ride or die in.
Then I'm switching it up. I'm killing PC. I'm fucking board games, and I'm marrying console gaming.
Wow. Look at that. You guys, you heard it here first. 50 minutes in. 45 minutes into the Valleycast.
Steve also has gotten a
sorry,
divorce,
Elliot.
so you know how this is going to go. We've seen how this plays out.
All right. Well, anyway, that was from America.
That was a great
on
question.
Patreon. So thank you, America.
That's fun. I like that.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
All right. What else you got? Steve. Oh, do you have any others?
No, that was it. That was the only one I liked.
Oh,
that was
just
the only
the
one I
one.
really liked. Yeah. The other ones you
okay.
guys can have fun with. Plus, I talked about Fortnite forever, so.
Joe, you
guys-
want to pick
guys-
one while I pick up this marker I dropped
Yeah.
on the other side of the room?
Steve, vamp on something really quick. while I-
Okay.
I gotta grab this marker.
Oh,
right
go
now.
ahead.
Guys, it's gonna be
Well,
so
I bring
crazy.
it up.
I can't believe it went far away. It turns out the house isn't exactly level, and when you get to a certain part of the room, you can kind of fall off the side of the cliff. And it basically falls
Okay,
down.
all right. Well, guys, I love Fortnite.
That's your vamp. All right. Grading asks, we're keeping it light and fun for the end of this. Grading asks, if you could be any animal in a Disney movie, what animal would you be?
So
this
an
would be
animal
kinda
that
like,
exists already in a Disney movie?
I think it's kind of like maybe the sidekicks, right? The sidekick animals, like the touched rooster in Moana.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Then let's just keep it to sidekick creatures.
Oh,
Sidekick
okay.
animals.
So that would mean like we do not consider Stitch from Lilo and Stitch like the best type of animal that you could be. Not sidekicky enough. Too main character-y.
Well, unless you want to go outside of those limitations.
I mean, because Stitch would be the answer, right? Like, you are incredibly capable. You're a super space intelligent creature. Your physical capabilities are unmatched. You're a murder weapon.
But
if you
she
need to be.
said animal, right?
Stitch. We don't know. We don't
But
know
what's
the
the
gender of
question?
Stitch. You're right.
Animal.
What animal? I mean, I guess you could technically call Stitch, but Stitch is an alien, not really an animal.
Alien animal, same thing.
I mean, it's my answer. Where first impression was the dog from Coco,
Oh, yeah.
because he gets to
Dude.
eat trash all day. I got that on lock, and then he gets to go to the other world and become a beautiful soul.
Dude, that's actually really good because dogs already live like maybe the best life you can live on an earth.
Pretty good.
Especially dogs that are taken care
Yeah.
of. Let me say that more specifically. Dogs that have a nice home. So if you were like, and the dog from Coco has a great home
Eventually, right?
and a great family
Yeah.
too. What's that dog's name? That
It's
dog
the
has
dog
a name.
god. Lot of
Dante.
dogs.
Dante.
That's funny.
That is
Yeah,
funny.
that's
I
really
get
good.
it.
Lot of,
That's very cute. Way to go, Disney. Very cute. I see what you did.
A lot of good dog story and dog lore up in the Disney, because you could also, with where your guys' minds are at, we could go Lady and the Tramp. You could be the tramp. You could work your way up to having the sexies with high society, and then getting a posh little.
I
living.
was
That's-
goofy.
Yeah, but
that's
like-
I did.
But like,
yeah.
oh, so
Yes.
Goofy is like the higher evolution
Yeah.
of
It's
like if dogs in Disney movies are like primates and and the talking anthropomorphic dogs are like Homo sapien, then I guess that's right. Like, would that mean that the dogs are just the lower evolution of
Do you
the,
think-
of the Goofy
Do you think
evolution?
Pluto, for years now, has been living a Planet of the Apes type existence every single time he sees Goofy?
No,
Yeah,
Pluto's
like
an idiot.
he's wondering. I think Pluto
Pluto is
probably
Dante.
Pluto is Dante. I don't think Pluto can perceive of that, but I'm sure he goes like he smells Goofy and goes like, "You fucking smell like me.
Yeah.
You fucking smell like me, dude. Why? Do you have a dog?" And then he probably just ignores it and goes, "Oh, fucking trash."
Yeah.
Let me eat some trash now. Yeah, but Goofy can look at Pluto and be like, "Man, that's what we were like before we evolved, when we crawled out of the doghouse."
Which is such a funny thing for Goofy to say, because he's such a simple person.
Gosh. Yeah.
We sure glad we evolved from that.
But I think Elliot's answer is better, like better than just any dog or cat in the Disney universe, because in Coco you learn that Dante gets to be a what do they call them? Those like spirit, those like familiar creatures.
Yeah,
or
like a
whatever.
straight up god.
Guide.
Like a
much,
familiar. Yeah, like he gets to become a familiar and live in the afterlife with the family after he dies in the real world. So he's like covered and taken care of, and he gets to be a magical, awesome creature.
Pretty cool.
In the afterlife.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. But also, you could be Simba, and then you're a king, and everything that the light touches is yours.
Whoa, that's true.
It's a pretty good one.
That's pretty
actually
good.
a really good one.
I feel like Timon
pretty
had a
good,
pretty
isn't it?
easy ride.
Yeah, he
He
did.
kind of was a Pumbaa did a lot of the
he
heavy
was protected
lifting.
by a warthog, which are very strong and very dangerous
Very.
animals. So he's got like protection essentially.
Yep.
Steve, I just imagine like a hand from a National Geographic exec just coming in and you high-fiving it when you said that. Like, yeah, fact.
Warthogs are dangerous.
And then they just throw cash at your face.
right.
Ooh, good bit, Elliot. Good
There we
bit.
go. What the fuck?
That's good. I don't know what else. Sebastian the Crab. He's kind of like he's pretty high in the hierarchy of the undersea world.
Yeah, and he's sentient and he's conscious. He has consciousness.
And Jamaican,
And Jamaican, yeah.
apparently.
Also, I'm sorry to go too tangential, but Sebastian doesn't look like a real crab. I've talked about this before, I think.
Yeah, they gave him a whole
Sebastian,
face.
there's no crabs that look like
No,
that.
yeah.
Zero crabs that look like that.
He's like
But
a lobster
everybody
crab.
else looks like what they should look like, including Flounder and Scully and Ursula. They look like the real creatures they're representing. Ursula's not a real
Ursula.
creature. Dude, but
We've all been
seriously, why is
snorkeling in the
Sebastian-
Bahamas and seen an Ursula.
Like, but why does Sebastian? Why is he so different? Did I tell you what my theory was? I think he's also an escaped convict, like Stitch is in Lilo and Stitch.
Spoiler.
He's an alien, and I think he went to go live in the undersea kingdom and be King Triton's like right hand man or whatever. But he's actually hiding from space fugitives because he's not a real crab.
See, this is there's a what is it? Hamlet has the play after the characters Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, and then there's the play
Yeah.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Dead. You should write a Sebastian
The real
type
story
thing
about
that
Sebastian?
expounds on his
Yeah, it would just open with like Triton and everybody, and Ariel's off married to Eric, so she's not in it.
Right.
Maybe she comes in later or
She
whatever.
just for a moment.
But you just got, you got Sebastian doing shit underwater, and then all of a sudden this big fucking spaceship crash lands into Triton's kingdom, and they're like, "What the hell?" And then it's those guys from Lilo and Stitch that were coming to grab. Remember that big guy with the horns that was like coming to get Stitch? He's like, "I'm here to get experiment 423." And it's
Guy
like
was an ass.
this is what he looks like, and it shows Sebastian without the crab shell on, and he's just this like chewed up bubblegum thing, because that's what his head looks like. It looks like it's a tongue coming out of a crab suit. So he could just look like a badass with like armor and guns and shit, and they're like, "We're looking for this fugitive," and Sebastian's like, "Oh, that's not me," and then he takes off, and it's a whole adventure.
He lands in the ocean, finds a crab, and has to kill it and wear
Yeah.
its skin.
Right. He did murder a crab so he could take that shell, yeah.
You don't have to go into that backstory. That's fine.
One last Disney animal thought, and we can do one more and then wrap it up. I don't want to sleep on how cool and funny the horse from Tangled is. I don't know if this is too deep of a cut for you guys.
Yeah, I need to rewatch
No,
it,
I've-
because
yeah.
I have Tangled, but I don't
I watched it
remember.
pretty recently.
Maximus, is that his name?
I think so. That sounds right, but I could
Yeah.
be wrong.
The personality and physical comedy that those animators brought out of that horse is some of the
great.
funniest stuff in a Disney.
That
movie
first
ever.
scene- I
need to
so
rewatch it.
good. Yeah, it's a great movie. Good. It's better than Frozen. Better.
I
It's
agree
better
with
than
that.
Frozen.
I agree with that. I know that's
So
a
good.
hot take, but I agree with it.
Was it hot? Was it hot?
Yeah, super hot. What about
all
that
right.
chameleon thing in Tangled? That thing was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Pretty cool too.
Very cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if any of your pets had like one half of the personality of any pet from a Disney.
I
movie.
know.
How fun,
Dude,
would
I've
that
been
be?
watching
I
Meet the
know.
Chimps on Disney Plus, And it is, if you want to see some animals with personality, we've watched all 6 episodes. It's wonderful. And the chimpanzees have so much personality. They are hilarious.
It's like they're Pluto.
It's a lot like
You're
they're
Goofy.
Pluto, and it's a lot like I'm Goofy. It's almost, we should explore that scientifically and see if there's something there.
I've always wanted to have a chimpanzee friend, and then you then you learn that they can like rip your face off.
Oh, the
with their
owners
hands.
can't go near them, but they're doing cute stuff. But all the caretakers are just like feeding them from afar. And you're like, oh yeah, because you could. And then you'll see one without hair, and it's just pure muscle. And you're like, oh yeah, I could snap you in half if it wanted to.
Like it literally can grab your nose and rip it.
It'll
right
rip
off
your face off. Yeah.
It's like holy shit.
Yeah.
Just because it feels it.
Yeah.
For
And
a
it'll laugh at
second.
you as it does it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy.
And then it'll put it on over its own nose and go,
Oh, I'm a human. Oh, I'm a human.
this is what you look like.
And then point at you like while referencing the other monkeys,
Exactly.
like, look at that asshole, and now I'm him.
Yeah.
And then he takes your nose and he puts it up his butt and goes,
Yep. So you've seen it.
Damn murder monkeys.
I have seen the Disney Plus show. Sorry if I'm spoiling any episodes for you.
All right, last one from the patrons at patreon.com/thevalleyfolk. Grayson Lay asks, it's the year 2032. You've just been thought out to hunt Wesley Snipes. Not Wesley Snipes from Demolition Man, but actually Wesley Snipes. Which fast food restaurant do you hope won the franchise wars? Basically, which is there's like one fast food
Taco
restaurant.
Bell.
This is full
in
circle.
Demolition.
This is pure nostalgia for me, and it's McDonald's.
That's the
Yeah.
answer? That's the McDonald's?
For nostalgia, comfort food, I don't think and Taco Bell, like Steve said, is a close second, but I do love me some McDonald's, and I've just had to learn to accept it. And
So
try
this
not to have
means
it.
in the year 2032, there's like no other fast food restaurants but this one place.
It's the one that is one, but also keeping in mind that they... Yeah, buddy. Okay, one sec. They've probably evolved...
Jackson has a podcast in about 10 minutes.
They've probably evolved also. So we got to imagine that their restaurant offerings... Because in Demolition Man, I do believe like Taco Bell also became kind of like
Every restaurant.
classy as well. Like
Yeah.
they had high dining. So
Yeah.
Elliot, I agree. Like
They're the best.
the offerings from McDonald's are... hold on, buddy. You got to wait just a second. I know. Are nostalgic... But in knowing that they've probably upped their chicken sandwich offerings and their hamburger and let's have our future McDonald's lasagna and see how
What
it
have they
goes.
messed up in the past 20 years? What has McDonald's done wrong? Taco Bell tried breakfast. They didn't succeed. McDonald's did McCafe. It succeeded with flying colors. They've brought in chicken strips. They're pretty solid. They've stayed consistent with their food ever since they changed the fry recipe in the 90s, which we've talked about before. They know what they're doing
tallow.
in terms of a fast food company. They got this on lock.
I can name 2 things McDonald's fucked up in their
Oh.
whole time. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Number 1, the McHot Dog. Do you guys ever have that? It was so bad.
No.
It was so bad.
The McHot
The
dog?
McHot Dog, yeah. I think it was at Walmart's, exclusively at McDonald's.
No,
Walmart.
never even
Wow.
heard of it. No way.
Yeah, and then the other thing is, so I made the mistake of the first time I ever went to Canada, which I think you were there, Joe, right? For a DeFranco Does, or was that with
You got
Egg?
your first poutine ever was McDonald's
My
poutine.
first poutine was McDonald's poutine, and the audience almost ripped me apart because they were like, "Don't you ever get McDonald's poutine?" So I don't know, but they got a great track record.
They're just,
you know?
they know. I mean, even those mistakes are not, because I would venture, I don't know anything about McDonald's poutine, but I bet like every McDonald's food, it's similar to the idea of the food that it is, but it's its own special kind of trash.
Yeah, because
Go
McDonald's
away.
has like.
Hold on a second. This
Okay.
is my Fortnite problem. He's coming in here and he's demanding the headset, and so he can go play fucking Fortnite right now. I'm working. Go. And I'll give it to you when we're done. That's me getting stern.
Yeah, the addiction
Go.
is
Please, you got-
real.
The
You gotta
erection I
You
have
gotta
right
wait.
now is crazy.
It's time for it's time
go.
for an intervention with Jack.
And you can leave that in the podcast. Jackson, go away. I'm going to
Oh,
podcast
shit.
for 3 more hours, dude. I swear to God.
Tell him you're gonna delete Fortnite off the PlayStation.
Delete him. Tell him you're gonna delete him.
I'm gonna delete you.
Tell him you're gonna
Don't
delete
really
his,
tell him
his
that,
memories
Joe.
while he sleeps.
Oh wait, now Elliot said I shouldn't have said that, Jackson. I'm not gonna.
Now he's
going
gonna be
to
expecting it.
Tell him you have a machine that will steal his memories while he sleeps.
I have a machine that will steal your memories when you sleep. He said, "Aye."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I'd react.
So that's why I react to you playing Fortnite.
You know what? I think Elliot again. I think McDonald's is a good choice. It's safe.
It's safe.
It's not the best fast food restaurant, but if it was gone and you could never have it again, that would make me more sad than any other place. I think
That's a great point.
You know, they've got this. Yep, they got the salad game, they got the coffee game, they got breakfast,
And
they got
those
lunch,
fries,
they
man.
got dinner.
Now
those
they're doing a lot of them are
fries,
doing breakfast throughout the day. Come on, they give us what we
Dude,
want.
oh.
They know what we want, and
Dude.
they give it to us.
A McGriddle
They're good
with
to
a
us.
hash brown. You put a hash brown on the McGriddle for breakfast. Oh,
Incredible.
Are you kidding me? No other
I have-
fast food place does breakfast like McDonald's
No,
does.
it's so good.
I have such a nostalgic attachment to those hash browns.
Yeah.
Like getting breakfast with my dad. He'd take us on his to work with him on Saturdays when he'd have to work, and we'd get McDonald's in the morning, and he'd get eggs, and I hated all like breakfast offerings back then, but I'd get that hash brown,
So
and
good.
it was
Still so good.
It's like a
my
warm
brother.
hug.
My brother also hated eggs and would ask for everything without egg on it, and it blew my mind. All the breakfast. It's like, how do you eat breakfast shit and not have eggs?
You go to McDonald's, you get a goddamn hash brown. That's what you do, and a sausage McMuffin.
With
Elliot,
the
you're
hash
so
brown
right.
I mean, hey.
in the sausage McMuffin.
I'm just calling it like I see.
you're right,
you know?
you're right.
I mean, it's not the best food, but it is.
Yeah.
They know what they
Yeah,
just
no,
have.
it's
They know
not.
they're good. Be the best at what you are, and by golly, if McDonald's is like we're trash, and we're going to be the best trash and the most consistent trash that you're ever going to have in your whole life.
I just don't
But we're
want
gonna
to
offer
live,
Wi-Fi. in
Yeah,
our
free
places,
Wi-Fi.
I
so-
don't want to. I don't want to live in a world where I could be like anywhere and be like, I need McDonald's French fries right now, and not be able to get McDonald's French fries. I don't want to live in that world.
And also, if you win the franchise wars, you're probably offering what all those other places are anyway. So you're going to get those McDonald's tacos real
Yep.
soon that you got at Taco Bell. And that's
the
the
podcast,
podcast,
everybody.
everybody. Thank you for listening to the Valleycast. If you want to get in on some of these prompts and all the other cool stuff that we've been posting over there, go to patreon.com/thevalleyfolk. We give this out early, and we have bloopers and a bunch of other cool stuff over there. We do fireside chats, which are exclusive streams, and we're just doing a bunch. We're doing a bunch.
Yeah, please follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/The Valleyfolk. You can just follow us. It doesn't cost anything. If you want to subscribe, I think there's a monetary exchange, but we're working on some really, really fun stuff for subscribers and for patrons of The Valleyfolk who also follow Twitch. We're going to start opening up our gaming parties to our Twitch patrons so you could join us while we play Fall Guys and shit. But we're really gearing up. It's a slow rollout because I'm getting everything little by little for the PC streaming setup. But pretty soon we're going to really include a lot of really fun stuff for people who want to play games with us and Jackbox, and we'll bring back all sorts. In fact, I'm bringing back Scary People Funny Games, which is a really good thing I used to do on my channel, but doing it on the Valleyfolk channel would be really fun to do because it's fun. It's literally just having funny people play scary games with me. That's it.
I'm pretty sure you said scary people funny games, right?
Shit, is that what I said?
I was confused.
It's funny people scary games.
It's where I bring murderers
Yeah.
in
Listen,
and we play
scary-
Jackbox. It's fun.
Scary People Funny Games is when we take the scariest comments from our YouTube videos and invite those people to play games with us.
Big fans.
to
They're
play
big fans.
funny games.
That's a
yeah.
very
Sorry,
funny
that's
game.
what I meant. Funny games
That's
or
so
funny people
funny.
scary games. Anyway,
Scary people funny games. Different series. We're going to do it.
different series. We'll play with that one in the future.
Well, next time I see you
Alright.
guys, I'll probably look different. So thank you to everybody who signed up, and remember me as I was.
Remember me.
Recuérdame. Okay, goodbye, everybody. Thanks for
Bye.
watching.
Bye.
Bye.
And stop.